Alright everyone, I'm Ryers, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. Let's keep going. Alright, let's see what these
Does it
side
prove
quests
what
have
I'm
for
hearing?
us.
The men of the rock were carting off our crystals for themselves?
It would certainly explain why we haven't been getting our fair share of late.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Alright. Spirit of Dalamil.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Does that text box mean that he has a multiple lines of dialogue? Or a conversation? Oh, okay, it's a conversation type thing. Okay. Let's ask about you.
You and I
Have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade, and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names.
what?
You didn't think Rosina Dalamil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble.
Alas,
She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps, that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That is why I keep her forge alive, or why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalamil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Rans and Drika to be my most pressing concern. That is, until the infamous Sid made a surprise reappearance, or rather muddied the waters.
still,
I suppose there's enough for me to go around. But do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you? Alright. About the inn.
ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A veritable oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drek's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from the prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican excisemen. Not that edicts from Randella carry much weight in these parts. Delamil has long been something of a law unto itself. And here those with the most money, or the most friends, make the rules.
At least they did.
Until Kupka built that castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal. Delamil has been Titan's fiefdom since then. And while his men may be liberal with their coin, they are nothing but in the exercising of their authority, which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is absolute.
So,
You see why those with the people's best interests at heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection, and my predecessor chief among them. Alright. Now what about the crystal trade?
how very fitting.
That the noble soldiers of Dalmekia and Waloed, partners in arms on so many battlefields, should also become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalamir will be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many have been driven almost to ruin for want of crystal. I'm sure they would all be rushing to thank you for the service you've done them, if of course they had any idea what you'd done.
Of course.
As long as we remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. People are such greedy, needy creatures.
There's simply no other way.
Clive, you must bring down each and every Mother Crystal in the Twins, and put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence on them. Do not try to disappoint me. Alright.
Farewell now.
Do my best.
My carpets have
It
dried
would
up.
make a fine gift.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
It seems pretty basic.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
Alright.
Everything I've worked for. Ruined.
What's wrong?
All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it.
Okay.
I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
I wonder if some, like, fiery creatures has made its home there or something. Guess we'll have to find out. The other... Okay, they're somewhere in town.
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Over here. There we go.
Lubor was true to his word.
Make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
Yeah, but what would be the point with the mine still closed?
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
Right, so we learned it has to be durable and has to keep an edge.
A carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's hope Sever had better luck than I did.
I think I found the problem. Yep. So you got some bombs in your hot springs. How do we get over there? Through this south gate. That makes sense. Let's first return back to Sava, though.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
That is the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either.
Be durable
All
and
the cook
stay
said
sharp.
was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
The spirit of Dalamil is a different type of metal, then.
Someone who knows their metals, perhaps.
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to.
Maybe
a
it's
merchant, a favourite
titanium.
of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Search the desert. Alright. So we're going back out to the north.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. See you shortly.
Alright. I assume we're going back
Do you
to...
crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
I assume we're going back around to the... where the other quest is, yeah. Okay. Alright.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
I've got a crystal. So long as we stay out of the Deadlands, we'll be all right.
What do you want? Directions? Either take this road to the Fang, or piss off back the way you came.
Alright.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists.
Makes sense.
Dhalmekia and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
I like the music here. This
One
place
rock
is
looks a lot
gorgeous.
like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Alright, so we gotta go around to get over there. Okay.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can press on. Don't tell me you put down roots.
How do? Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune down in the golden sands of Dalamil? From mercantile stock myself, as it happens. You'd never guess, I was born just down the road in Dravost. And like me old ma and pa, I've been wandering the world hunting Gilbard's blessing ever since. Reckon I might have found it, too. You've heard about the famous healing waters they got round these parts, right? Well, I'm thinking, if I can find a little pool of my own, dress it up a bit, lay on drinks and fancies and whatnot, I'd have a license to mint Gil. Soothing your aches and pains with a grape in your gob and a glass in your hand. There's nothing people wouldn't pay.
It does sound pretty nice. A hot spring and some nice drinks.
What the hell are those things?
What are those black or the darker things over there? We still need to go around.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
Yeah. I'm here to clear it out, so...
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Bath bomb. Okay. That's pretty funny. Okay, they're too big to get carried along, I guess.
Out of the frying pan.
Blue one this time. Old Faithful. Okay. Alright.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
I do kind of wish there was a quicker way back. Because it's really not that far away, but you have to run all the way back, or I could just take the obelisk.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Alright, did you figure it out?
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that? You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But
I'm curious what
do
he thinks of
think?
just the stone
I
knife.
think indeed. It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Alright. I didn't think he'd make out a limestone knife, but sure.
Thank you, Clive. I honestly don't think I could have done it without all your help.
You're welcome.
I hear you and the Master are working together now. Glad to have you on board.
Alright, let's go fix the bathhouse.
There he is, the man who saved my business. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Alright. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty good. And scarletite. It seems like a rare material there.
The scrubbing is almost finished. We appreciate your patience.
It's just as well I sent you to the terraces in my stead. It sounds like I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
Probably. Alright. There's nothing else here. Let's make our way. Drake's Fang.
Broken down, you say? From the weight of its load?
Aye. The guards are furious about it. You do well to steer clear.
Well, if it's blocking the road, it'd be a wasted journey anyway.
Got a giant chocobo cart blocking the road. Yeah.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalimil starved.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. it is. That's big.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Oh.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Pretty risky just going in there with just me and Torgal. Gritter right into the enemy base. Alone. Unlike the other mother crystals of Valisir that tower above the realm, Drake's Fang lies buried deep within a hollow crag scholars call a geode. Okay. Alright, well here we go, Drake's Fang. jeez.
Fuck! Why do they still hurt? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Kind of feel bad, but also I kind of don't, because he's a horrible person.
Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
Here's the Lord Commander.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Right. That's how he knows. Okay then. Are these like orcs? So they look like orcs, yep. Okay.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us. Stay down. Taken over the entire mine.
Damn, that's strong.
So much for the men of the Rock. Dalmekia's finest.
I'm glad we're getting more Ultima stuff going on here, because I was anticipating it ever since Drake's Head. Whichever the crystal of Oriflamme was. These crystals. Why are they killing these people? Why are the orcs here?
Animals. You should never have left Ash.
where we came from, right? Don't remember. Guess we'll find out. Okay. I'm not using a lightning rod at the moment, but that's good to have.
Won't be going any further this way.
So we head back around. Let's go through here.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Big, a big orc.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Nice. Oh, come on. There we go. I was thinking I was going to use my limit break during the next mini boss fight, but I totally forgot about it. I'll try to remember for next time. Assuming I go this way. Yeah. So Castle Dazbog is the inner sanctum.
Flames. Come on, Torgal.
And I guess we're gonna fight an Akashic Titan or whatever.
Kupka never did do things by halves.
It's gonna be
As if
interesting.
taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let me just get right angle here. Oh, Torgal's photobombing, but that's fine, I'll leave him in. Alright. That's an amazing view.
Let the trial begin.
What the hell? Spirits within.
With me,
Okay. Nope, didn't expect the knee hit first. Look at that will damage. Undertaker is its name. Tanked right through it. Nice. So much damage. Undertaker vanquished. Alright. Oh, what else you got?
Seems we're expected.
I wonder if Joshua's gonna be here.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Even the castle's inhabitants. Rising Flames is actually a pretty quick cooldown. Like, very quick. I should be using that more often. Alright.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
For you, Clive. Not here. Bravery. Some points will use the bravery ability to invigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Okay.
Well done, Tom. Farewell.
I guess we go through here.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Not quite quick enough. Ooh, nice. Ooh, Torgal's all powered up. Assuming we're not going this way. Yep, okay.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go?
That's a cool shot. Wow.
The heart.
It is geode. The heart's there, and then
He's in the
the
sanctuary.
rest of the crystal is just
I can
inside the
feel it.
rock.
Come on, Torgal.
I guess I jump? Nope. Okay. Okay, I'm not using upheaval at the moment. More accessories are nice. Inner Sanctum, Drake's Fang.
Just what I needed.
Ow.
That had better be the last of them.
There's a lot of heavy doors here.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
from her! Benedicta!
Being manipulated into transforming.
Oh shit, he's priming.
Yeah.
Not now.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit!
Let's go. Ooh. Yeah, and there's Joshua. Or it could just be a manifestation of Ultima. I don't know if Joshua would still wear those robes at this point. Here we go. How big is Titan gonna be? It's really gonna be tiny compared to him. Oh yeah. With no hands too. And he grows him back, yep. We're so small. Brimstone. Okay. How do I use it? Stone's Throw. Clive has learned the ability Brimstone from Titan. Okay. Hold and release R2 and square. Oh, wow, okay. Adding even more into this. Emit a violent explosion. Hold longer to increase explosion size and strength. Press X anytime to cancel without triggering. Okay. If it's invulnerable to damage while charging. Okay, but it'll explode if you get hit. Okay. Neat.
Let's give this a try.
And I pressed the wrong button. That's pretty good. Now is when he goes Akashic. Phase 2. What?
Found to help me. It's do or die! I'm coming, Kuka!
Titan Lost is what it's called. I don't think I can hit him from all the way back here. Well, apparently I can, maybe. I'm just hitting the rocks anyway. This is crazy. I don't think I ever would have expected this. Become the very mountain. Surely people can see this. Surely they can. God. There goes an arm.
I've got you now.
Let's go. Back up. Out. Nice. He staggered a mountain. This. Okay. inside right now. Whoa, hello. They're still here. Was not expecting this phase. Okay. Ow. Timing for this. There we go. Nice. Oh, missed. Yeah, figure out the timing for the burst thing now. Backdraft. Gonna happen here. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Titan slain. Wow. Earth and Fury. Hemi-priming requires the channeling and corporeal manifestation of ether contained within a dominant's body. In Hugo Koopa's case, this produces crystalline formations that act as reservoirs to be drawn upon to provide the energy needed to maintain the priming, as well as to cast the magics and effectively wield iconic abilities. However, such appendages may be forcibly separated from an injured semi-prime dominant, preventing the reabsorption of the ether contained within. And the curse has taken him. Nope. It's more painful than before. Even his nose is bleeding. Jeez.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Ultima doesn't seem too fussed about the crystals being destroyed. Seems more
Thank you, Joshua.
caring about us attaining perfection than them.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong,
It's Barnabas.
Your Majesty.
But mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
How much does Barnabas know of Ultima? And how long have they known about it?
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Stone to sand. Alright, we're getting the Imperial Army now.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
The same girl from Randella?
You must consider your health,
Or
my prince.
Costness it was.
If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
I had a feeling they were a thing.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made emperor.
What?
is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Gah!
Yeah, if anyone, he should be the one leading the people. And now he just made this spoiled little child the Emperor.
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Joshua? Yeah.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you. At ease. We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Telling him all of Ultima and all the goings on. Okay. Well, hopefully he listens. The whole mountain's gone now. Alright, well, back to the hideaway. We did a bit more than we came to do. Out of the shadow.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Wow. That fight was something else.
Always need patching up. Give me 50 good balls.
I was not expecting anything like that at all. I was just thinking just a normal Titan fight. But maybe with a little bit, like, extra, but no. We fought a mountain.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard anything?
Try to stay calm. I'm sure we'll hear something soon.
You're about to hear about it. Alright, we got new updates, lots of new stuff. But I'm gonna save this for next time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.